You're sitting quietly right now. You won't just fear snakes, you'll understand them. Let's begin. In this video, you'll discover how snakes actually see, how they hear without ears, how they move so fast without legs, why they flick their tongue, and how they swallow prey bigger than their head. By the end of this video, they have no legs, no ears, and their vision works differently than ours. And yet, they are incredibly efficient hunters. Snakes. Most people think snakes are just dangerous. But in reality, they are one of nature's most advanced survival machines. Hey everyone, today we're diving into one of the most mysterious and misunderstood creatures on Earth. They can see your body heat. This video will completely change the way you see snakes. And the scariest part? Some snakes don't even need light to hunt. It might not see you, but it knows you're there, but a snake can. You can't feel it, but beneath you, the ground is slightly vibrating. Do you think snakes are blind? Not even close. Snake vision is very different from ours, and in some ways, even more dangerous. First of all, snakes don't have eyelids. That means their eyes are always open. Even when they're resting, they never truly close their eyes. So how are their eyes protected? A transparent scale covers each eye, like a built-in shield or natural glass. It protects the eye from dust and damage without ever needing to blink. But here's where it gets interesting. Most snakes don't see very well at long distances. Their vision can actually be a bit blurry, but they're extremely sensitive to movement. If something moves, they notice instantly. So if you're standing completely still, there's a chance it might not even detect you. But don't relax just yet, because some snakes have something far more powerful. They don't just see, they sense heat. Yes, you heard that right. Certain snakes can detect infrared radiation, which means they can see your body heat. Even in total darkness, they know exactly where you are. You could be hiding, completely still, but your heat gives you away. This ability makes them incredibly effective hunters. They don't rely on sight alone. They combine vision, movement, and heat detection. A perfect system for survival. But now comes an even stranger question. If snakes have no ears, how do they hear? Snakes have no ears. That's a fact. No outer ears. No visible openings. So how do they hear anything at all? The answer is unexpected. Snakes don't hear like we do. They don't listen to sound. They feel vibrations. Right now, if you take a step, your foot hits the ground and creates tiny vibrations. You don't notice them, but a snake does. A snake's body is always in contact with the ground, especially its lower jaw. That jaw picks up vibrations and sends them directly to the brain. So instead of hearing sound, it senses movement. In simple terms, a snake hears through the ground. That means no matter how quietly you walk, it already knows you're there. This ability is crucial for survival. It helps the snake detect prey, avoid predators, react instantly to danger. But that's not all. Snakes can also detect low-frequency sounds, not like human hearing, but as vibrations in the air and ground. So they don't hear words, they feel presence, and that makes them incredibly aware. Even when you think you're silent, you're not invisible to them. Imagine this. A snake can't see you clearly, but it feels your steps, it senses your heat, and it reacts instantly. This is one of nature's most hidden sensory systems. No ears, but nothing goes unnoticed. And now, how does a creature with no legs move so fast? Snakes have no legs, and yet they can move incredibly fast. How is that even possible? The secret lies in their body. A snake's body is made of hundreds of ribs and powerful muscles connected to each one. This gives them extreme flexibility and total control over movement. Snakes don't move in just one way. They use multiple movement styles. The most common is side-to-side movement. They curve their body in waves and push against the ground to move forward. This is called serpentine motion. It's efficient, smooth, and fast. But not all snakes move like that. Some move in a straight line. This is called rectilinear movement. Large snakes like pythons use this method. They slowly glide forward. Without noticeable side movement, it may look slow, but it's extremely controlled. And then there's the strangest one, sidewinding. This is used by desert snakes. They move sideways across hot sand to avoid sinking or overheating. It almost looks like they're floating or gliding across the surface. But movement isn't just about traveling. It's about striking. Some snakes can attack in milliseconds, faster than your brain can react. Before you even realize, it's already too late. This makes them one of the fastest striking animals on Earth. No legs, but perfect movement, slow when needed, lightning fast when attacking. Snakes are masters of motion. But there's something even stranger. Why do snakes keep flicking their tongue? Have you ever seen a snake flick its tongue over and over again? It might look strange or even a little scary, but it's actually one of their most powerful abilities. Because snakes don't just smell, they taste the air. Every time a snake flicks its tongue, it collects tiny particles from the air. Those particles carry chemical information about everything around it. Prey, predators, even direction. But where does that information go? Inside the snake's mouth, there's a special organ called the Jacobson's organ. This organ analyzes the chemicals and tells the snake exactly what it's detecting. So when a snake flicks its tongue, it's scanning the environment, almost like a living sensor. And here's something even more incredible. A snake's tongue is forked, split into two tips. This allows it to detect direction. If more particles come from one side, it knows where to go. That's how it tracks prey. Imagine this. A snake detects your heat. It feels your movement. And now, it tastes your presence in the air. All senses combined to create a perfect hunter. It doesn't just detect. It analyzes everything. That flicking tongue is one of the most advanced tools in nature. But now comes the most shocking part. How do snakes eat something bigger than their head? Now imagine this. A snake facing prey, sometimes bigger than its own head. It doesn't chew. It swallows whole. So how is that even possible? The secret lies in their jaws. A snake's jaw is not fixed like ours. It's extremely flexible. The lower jaw is split into two parts, connected by elastic ligaments. This allows the mouth to stretch far beyond its normal size. Each side of the jaw moves independently, walking over the prey, slowly pulling it inside. Different snakes hunt in different ways. Some use venom. They inject toxins that immobilize their prey. Others use pure strength. They wrap around their prey and squeeze, cutting off blood flow until the prey can no longer survive. A snake can eat something much larger than its own head, and after eating, it may not need food for weeks or even months. No legs and no ears, unusual vision, and a completely unique way of sensing the world. Snakes are not simple creatures. They are perfectly designed survivors. Every movement, every sense, every action, built for one purpose: to survive. So now you know, snakes don't just crawl. They see differently, they hear through vibrations, and they sense the world in ways we can't. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more amazing content, because the world is full of things you've never truly understood.